So, how many fast track locations is it?
There's 3. We started in a small town, Sloan, Iowa, in like a small brick and mortar store. And then it was my grandpa's, so we just used it. And then we moved to the mall, the best thing we ever did, up in the mall. And we were in there for a couple months. And then they had an opening down here. This store here has been closed for a while. So 3 years ago we moved here, and now that's where we're at. We've been here 3 years. So, yeah.
What's your name again?
Jake.
Jake. All right, Jake. And like, how often do you guys have races? Like, what goes on here during the week? What's a typical week here for you guys?
So we're closed Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
Tuesdays we have races. They start at 6:30, and then the rest of the week is practice. And then Saturday we have races. They start at 1. Here coming up, I don't know what the date is. Beginning of May, maybe, I think it is. We're not going to have Saturday races.
Okay.
It's just going to be Tuesday night races because we don't get that much people on Saturdays.
Okay.
Because it's busy summer. But we do have summer series races throughout the whole summer. So.
Are there any outdoor races? Do you have outdoor tracks?
No.
No?
We only have an indoor carpet track for us.
Okay.
So.
Do other RC places that you know of maybe have a outdoor track? They do?
Sure. Yep.
And they race as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your most prized? What do you think your prized possession in the store is? You want to show it to me? Like the one you would go to, like your go-to car.
So if you want like a basher car, I'm choosing the Max.
Okay.
So it's a smaller scale of the X-Max. It's a little smaller. So.
Okay.
It just doesn't take as much room in it. You pop a wheelie like
nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe that's the one I'm gonna get.
I'm still not sure on this one because they came out with a brand new sledge. It's over there. You can go take a look at it.
Let's check it out.
Came out like a couple weeks ago.
You don't have the Max?
The sled.
Okay.
That was the sled. Right here. Here's the sledge.
Ooh.
So, brand new. Came out 2 weeks ago. We'll take it down, man. This thing's a beast. Reach in here and take out the body.
Okay.
The reason why I like it is because it comes. A lot of things are brand new on it, man. Traxxas. And then the whole bottom, it's aluminum.
Wow.
It comes like that out of the box.
Okay.
Aluminum, it's just sick looking, you know.
So working here, do you get a chance to test drive? Do you get a chance to like travel and go to exhibitions and stuff like that, or does your dad?
I don't really test drive. They're just really here for show, but
Okay.
We're really here all the time.
Okay.
Try to go. I race, so I try to race out of town as many times as I can.
Okay.
But not as much as I used to before we had the store.
Okay.
But we did go to Las Vegas for a convention back in October, so that was cool. Like all the vendors were there, and then they'd have the brand new cars, and then you'd go test drive them, and you'd have the booths go to your vendors that we stock here, like Traxxas was there. We had, I don't know, and then all around the world store owners were there. So we were there all week. It was pretty cool. That's the only spot.
All right, ready, cut. So what is this?
This is the 22X4 body. I want to compare it over here.
Okay. You about to put that on? All right. So this is Dave's car. How long you been racing? 2 years. 2 years? What influenced you to race?
Something to do.
Something to do? Yeah. I started flying drones. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you only have one car? I noticed everybody here has like 2 cars.
Yeah.
Just one? Okay. We're gonna get a chance to see Dave. You're gonna race today, right?
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna get a chance to see Dave race today.
13-9, 16-7, 14-7.
So right here is a 22X4 low-seat full drive buggy. Comes with a, well, it's a roller, so it comes with no electronics, but we can add, I add a Hobby Wing 80 amp ESC, a RevTech 13.5 motor, a MKS servo with a ProTech battery with some Schumacher fronts and Fuzzbite rears. Then to the left is a Team Associated V62. It's a generation old, but still one of the fastest ones that you can get. It's a B62 Team Associated, a roller, but I put in a Motive motor 725, a ProTech 6100 battery, 160 amp EC from Hobby Wing, and then another MKS servo. And then in front of it there is the remote. It's a Samuel M17. This is the top one for Samuel that you get currently. One of the fastest. I think it's 1/100th of a second from the receiver to the remote. So really fast. And then you have our charger. It's a high tech. It comes up to 10 amps, charges up to 10 amps. But it's still a really good charger though.
Now, out the box, these are about $300, right?
It's about 300 and most likely about 350. But again, this one here is generation old.
Right.
Because right now they're rumors that are coming out right now is that they're making a new buggy. Most likely going to be called a B7.
Okay.
But yeah, currently right now you can get the B6.3. You can get it here as well and online, or you can get some used ones. Used ones are always really good as well.
Okay.
So there's also a bunch of upgrades to this. We have an aluminum front wall setting, and then we have our aluminum shock caps, and then I also have our slipper clutch illuminator. They kind of like a direct drive to the motor.
Okay.
Then this one here, upgrade shock caps. Then we got an upgrade servo horn, upgrade steering rack, and that's about it. You don't really need much to upgrade it. You just gotta keep it with the maintenance.
Okay. So I mean, when you're racing these and they flip over, like how often do they break? Like how durable? What I'm saying, how durable are these cars?
For me, the way I drive, I'm super aggressive. So sometimes you might hit a corner a little too hard or a little too far inside. You're gonna tap it. If you tap it and then it'll probably bounce back. But if you're gonna go like full blow into the wall, of course something's gonna break. It's an immovable object. But if you hit something that has a little bit more movability, if you hit that and it bounces back, then you should be fine. I think probably the most things I probably broke was arms, turnbuckles, and that's about it.
Okay. Now,
this here's a whole different story though.
Is it? Now, if someone like me, a beginner, wanted to buy this, not saying I want to buy this one, but if you were offering to sell it, what would it go for now with all the upgrades, the battery? Kirk didn't tell me about the remote control. Yeah, he didn't get into that with me.
So without the remote itself is almost $600.
Okay.
But the car, with all the upgrades and how new it is, I just totally rebuilt the whole entire car.
Okay.
How new all the electronics are. I'll probably sell it for about $1,000, $800.
$800 to $1,000.
Yeah.
How often you have to change your tires?
So for me, I run mine completely bald. I call them race slicks at the end of the day.
Okay.
But people usually try to change them at least maybe once every 3 weeks.
Okay.
But I use mine to totally drain, and then I reuse the rims. I try to recycle them.
Okay.
Plus, it saves a lot of money at the end.
So today is just
it's just a club race.
A club race. Okay. So the one coming on April 16th, are you competing in that one?
the one here. So I won't be there. I'm gonna be out of town. So I'm being forced to by my mother.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm just curious, how old are you, about 18?
I'm only 16.
16? Yeah. And you've been doing this for 2 years? Well, he's been touching them for 2 years.
But competitively, it'll probably less than a year.
Okay, do you race for money?
No, not really. I do it for sport.
Sport?
Yeah, I do it for fun.
Okay.
But
you think you might race for money someday?
I came first up in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Okay.
Big Thunder Road J Concept race. It's a tire brand. I got first out of, I think, 60 or 70 competitors.
Okay.
And that was about it.
What's going on now?
Just charging.
Just charging it up?
Yep.
How'd you do in the race?
Last.
You think you did last? But you was in there though. You was in the races. You was there.
I didn't break.
You didn't break. That's all that counts. How'd you do today? You raced yet?
Yeah, I raced. Yeah.
You did? How'd you do?
I got first.
You got this the champion right here. You got first place, guys.
Not really champion.
How long you been racing?
Oh, I just started probably last October, but I raced off and on before that.
Oh, okay. Is this your only car also?
Yes, it's Sloan.
What's your name?
Ron.
Nice to meet you, Ron. I'm Chad.
Chad.
Nice to meet you. Mr. Ron Guard. You said Guard?
Clark.
Clark. Okay, Mr. Ron Clark. What made you want to start racing? Just curious.
Well, I'm kind of interested in racing, so this is the easier way to do it.
You fly drones too, or?
I like to. Yeah, I've tried it before.
Okay, it's pretty intense. I have one.
Well, you have to get kind of a level that kind of flies itself.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
helps. That helps a lot.
You plan on buying another car or introducing another car into your?
Well, I'm kind of waiting for some of the newer models to come out.
I heard that already today too. They should be coming out soon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You plan on selling anything or?
No. I just kind of collect.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of the parts from an older car will work on the newer. There's not really much difference in the design.
Right.
The biggest changes have been sometimes in the aluminum chassis
Okay.
rather than in plastic, but otherwise than that, a lot of these parts will fit back and forth as long as you're an associated.
Okay. Now, with these cars, are you allowed to run? I mean, not allowed, but could you run them outside in gravel and on asphalt and stuff like that?
They do best in dirt,
Okay.
and there's different kinds of dirt too. There's clay dirt, loam dirt, and just regular dirt. We have the black dirt around here.
Right.
I have to usually water it down so that it keeps the dust down. Get it run in so it's packed, just like a regular full-size car.
Okay.
On the dirt track, they gotta water it, and then run it down, pack it down, and then they run it.
Okay, now with that being said, how hard is it to clean it after you out there, you done did the thing in the dirt, and then you want to
Yeah.
bring it back in?
A bucket of water with a brush inside to brush the wheels, brush all the wheels, and then you do the best you can with a brush out all the dirt.
And then
But
it's-
once you get it home, then you take the air compressor and blow it all out.
Okay.
Like racing here in the carpet, there's very little cleaning up to do.
Okay.
Maybe you get a little bit of fuzz in the back here. That's about it.
Okay. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
And why you not charging yours up?
I'm charging this here one. This one's all ready to go, so I just charge it and put it in there. Some people do top off the charge, some people don't. I just put it in there and I'm all ready to go.
So to change the battery, you got to take all this off right here?
These two come off here, yeah. And the battery just lifts out.
And how long does your battery last?
It'll last the full race.
It will?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never used all my batteries.
All right.
The new technology in these batteries is something else. Well, they're like the cell phone batteries. You know that?
Yeah.
The newer cell phone batteries. The newer cell phones get longer and longer and longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cut right. Just get you doing a little work on it. You ain't got to say nothing.
Marshals are Ben, Brad, Chris, John, and a couple of volunteers.
What was you, Jacob? Movie stars.
He's a natural.
needs a hand.
Golden Hopper. Landing ground.
Jarvis, can you help me out on what bucket?
Wrong part.
All right, go ahead and take your lap.
Dean Morris.
Marshall's out here.
Let's have a better run this time. Right? We're at slow. We're trying not to start.
Are you gonna get one now or what?
Yeah, I'm in the market.
You can find really cheap on Facebook. A lot of E63s.
That's what Mr. Clark was telling me over there. Try to look for a used one.
You don't need nothing too expensive because right now there's a bunch of E63s I really tune. That's what I would really get right now.
Okay.
Because they're coming out with a new buggy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get that right away. I would start with a slower one.
Okay.
That's why I started. I used to start with a B6.
Yeah.
It's the first generation of the B6 series. I got rid of that thing so quick because I was so far behind.
Yeah, it's just something to get you in there.
And I used to cheat. Did you get any card?
Chico Chad.
Chico Chad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I must have that. Yeah, you want to stay for. Oh, my phone's over there.